Welcome ladies and gentlemen. My name's Skaggy Bones. I'm your host today and got a couple things for you. So, haven't done an unboxing in a while. Got a new product here I wanted to try out. So before I put it on the bike, I figured I'd do a quick unboxing for you. As you can see here, it's not a big box. Very simple box. Giant shredder flat pedal. Okay, so what's spurring this on? Let me spin the camera around and I'll show you. So, got the mountain bike over here. Here we go. And as you can see, I got the Crank Brothers pedals on here. These are the egg beaters. And I want some Crank Brother mallets, which I'll try to leave a description or a link in the description below so you guys can kind of look those up. But the mallets pretty much are just like those, except they have a big mallet platform, kind of like what I'm going to show you here with this flat pedal. So what that allows is the fact that if your feet slip off at any point in time because it's muddy, or you have to pull your foot off the pedal, but you got to go over a jump or something, you still have a platform to push down on with your shoes. So it makes kind of a nice transitioning type of pedal. So you don't always have to use the clip-ins you don't always have to clip in if you don't want to, but you have that clip in there to give you a little bit more power if you have to go up hills, things like that. Mostly, for the most part, they were designed for downhill racing because they got this nice big platform. So they didn't have any in stock. The one store that carries them here, it's sold out, so they didn't have any for me to try. But they got them on order. When I get those in, I should give you, I'll hopefully get those on the bike and give you a review of those. But for now, I want to try out a set of flat pedals in a couple of areas. As you see, I got a lot of red clay on the bike from one of the harder trails that I went down. One of the trails is more like a downhill trail than anything. Some of the spots are pretty bad, and I got some heavy mud caking going on the shoes, on the pedals. In fact, if I can come over here to the shoes, here's the shoes themselves. I got most of the stuff out, but as you can see on the inside, I have most of it clean, but you still have some red clay that pushed itself into the inside of the shoe. You can still see a lot of it, even though I hose these off. You still have a lot of spots. They shoot up these cleats pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to change these out here soon. These cleats, which isn't a big deal. I don't mind doing that. I've had these cleats for a while. So you can see right there. Got a lot of clay and dirt inside. The buckles made it near impossible to get out of these things. Not so bad on this one, but this one over here just got caked. Okay, so not a big problem, but I wanted to try something a little different for that area, and that's why I picked up these. So these are Giant shredder flat pedals. Giant has a couple of different style of flat pedals. They have some metal ones. The nice thing is Giant also gives you this little number down here, and that is the weight of the pedals. So 290 grams. I don't know if that's each individual pedal. I haven't fully looked at the box to give you an idea of the box here. You got, this is Hornet Sporting Goods. So that's what they run, $27.90. That's here in Guam anyways. This gives you some dimensions here. Color, the size. You know, black, white, red, or blue. These are the black and white models. And it gives you some description here. Shredder flat pedal. Tough, durable, fiber reinforced nylon body double seal bearings, removable reflectors. So I took the reflectors off immediately, threw them away. That's why I had the box open. Like I said, I wanted to kind of give you a quick unboxing here. So as you can see, open up the box. Very typical of Giant's product. Giant has almost gone to a thing like Shimano has, where they have these nice simple box, a little window there. They give you some information on there. Giant has been really good. I would not be shocked if in a year or two the Giant's actually making their own group sets. They've talked about it for a while. Giant only made the frames, then they switched to making wheels and rims. They don't make suspension forks at this time, but they've talked about it. They make computers, they make clothing, they make everything. Now they make pedals, they make helmets, they make shoes. So Giant has their own line of everything. And as you can see, I wouldn't be shocked if they start making group sets. So this is what the pedal looks like. So it's very lightweight. I'm guessing the 290 grams is per pedal, but it could be both. So what you're going to get is, by the way, this is where the reflector is going to go, is in here. You could have a reflector on, well, they have a reflector on either side. They kind of just push in there, and then all you have to do is pop the reflectors out. I don't like the reflectors on my pedals, especially mountain bike pedals. Got it. I might be riding at night, but I don't use reflectors on my bike. So if I want, I got lights. So these are what the pedal looks like. They got a little bit of Giant logoing on them, there and there, both sides. You notice something here? It says VP. So I'm wondering if VP, which is a pedal company that makes inexpensive, like look style pedals. Okay, they're not super expensive. They even make, VP even makes a platform mountain bike pedal that's relatively inexpensive, right about the $100 area, and they're really well built. My carbon fiber road pedals, I did a review on those. Those have been excellent. Okay, so I think that's probably who technically probably makes some of the bearings. I think so. What it is Giant. Not everything is manufactured in-house because they know people do a lot of it. But what they do is they outsource some of the stuff. They design it in-house, and they get people to make stuff. So, like I said, I don't know if Giant specifically makes these pedals in-house. They very well could, or they could source them out to VP. Or it's possible that there are companies out there like VP that actually are owned by Giant. All right, let me get a quick drink of water here. So, it's very possible. So that's what the pedal looks like. They do have a set of metal pedals with adjustable little cleats here, or spikes. These aren't adjustable spikes. As you can see here, they got big spikes right here, and these over here are a little bit shorter. These ones on the end and inside are a little bit shorter. And then they have Allen head adjustment. Let's see, this is how they spin. It's very similar to Crank Brothers. And you have an end cap right here. Okay, and then the other pedal is going to be identical. Now, you want to know which one they go on. You want to flip to the side that says VP on there, and it'll say right, or it will say left on the pedals right there. So always remember, your pedals are right and left specific. You got to put them on the right way, or you're gonna misthread them. Okay, so these are right and left specific. I mean, it's written right there. All pedals will be the right and left. right and left pedals, excuse me. So it's kind of important that you look at that. Now, if you're worried about that getting scratched off or anything happens, you could probably mark this in some sort of way. Some of them, where you use a pedal wrench, they'll be written here on the ends. This doesn't really have that. Put the box up for now. They don't come with any directions or anything. One thing I wanted to do, so I wanted to kind of see. Is that the right one? Might be this 6 or 7. Nope, 8. So what you do is these pedals take 8mm. All pedals, most pedals take 8mm, and then the cap at the end is an 8mm cap. So what I wanted to do, since I had these, I wanted to see how easy it is to service these pedals. I know they're not expensive, like talking $30. So very simply, this end cap comes off. Very similar to a crank bugger's cap. It's just a little polymer cap. Just unscrews here. I'm not going to go through a full service video. I haven't opened these up. Not really. Very similar to Crank Brothers. Right there, there's a nut on the inside, and then that nut comes off right there. So the spindle only comes to about here. You take the nut out, and then you can take the spindle out, and then you can service your bearings and everything like that. This is how you preset the bearings by tightening them down. Is through that cap. The same thing as you have with your Crank Brothers. So that's how, or sorry, not preset, preload the bearings. That's how you preload the bearings. Let's do that. Okay. That just tightens in there. So they're sticking out a little bit, so I want to tighten them down just a little bit, just like that. Okay. So I'm gonna get these on the bike and in another video. But I'm going to put them aside for now, show you the next thing we got. Okay, so the next thing we have here is a set of, sorry, not a set of, so I talked about earlier on one of my other videos about quick release skewers. Is it worth going to a 9mm skewer? And I talked about how on one of my wheels, on the front wheel, I had this stainless steel skewer. As you can see, this is a stainless steel one, and it's pretty stiff. You get a little bit of bend there, but you're not going to probably break that. You have to do a lot to break that skewer. So the real wheel normally takes a little bit less beating on a hardtail bike. So, and this is a DT Swiss quick release. It was like 15 bucks. And we're going to put this guy on our rear wheel so we have a matching pair of stainless steel skewers. Okay? And one other thing I got is this guy right here. We got this nice chain guard. I'm going to show you here. Probably showed you in another video, but this is the chain guard. Chain stay protector. They come in a box like that. Gray, black, they have blue and purple. There you go. $11.90. Pretty inexpensive. Neoprene. I don't know. You guys see any details down here? High abrasion and protective chain. Front stretch material to fit any different sizes. Anti-slip lining, silicone print, prevent twist during ride. So how these work is you don't want that twisting, so they put this silicone rubber on there. You got the silicone at the top. This is the thicker part here, so this goes towards the thick end of the chainstay. And you got the rubber there, and then there. You got the Velcro. So, kind of nice. I really like these. Okay, so that's it for everything I got. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I know it ran a little bit long, but give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button up there. We should have a few other videos. Have a link for you for another video that we did, possibly with the actually installation of these pedals. Okay, folks, Skagabones, keep riding.